Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Psi Divine. If this is your first time to the channel, please hit that like, subscribe if you like the content. And and it's good, the sound works. Alright. Hope you all are having a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Alright. So, the cards I got, I'm going to have to turn on the camera because I don't know if I'm okay with saying one of the words repeatedly. Alright. So, this will be a collective reading to begin with. Whatever messages are needed. One second. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I love you. Alright, so tonight's message, very interesting. So I started with title cards just to see what the energy would be. And I get love, being over it. The perfect. And all messages for everyone, which I feel suddenly like that's secondary. In fact, I think I'm going to read all of these individually. So, if any of these resonates with you, focused on something too much, maybe in the perfect, you know what? Are we over something in love? Or just need a message? That one feels more like supportive. So I'll do that one last. We'll take the rough stuff first. Okay. So let's see what's up with the perfect. I'll just call it a perfect thing. The perfect thing. So let's see what's going on there. And this is collective, so for whoever needs it at this time. And any questions needed, I can do after that. So again, reading for the perfect thing. Six of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody is being a little bit wasteful. Could be wasteful with money. Okay, double reverse. Let's get close. So we've got direction, we've got motion, we've got actions, things going on, right? But that was in reverse, that Chariot. So it feels like not going anywhere, being wasteful, not being productive. Okay, that's a lot. A lot trying to come out on that. Five of Pentacles. That was in reverse. So we have somebody who is working on some fixed beliefs, thinking, stuck doing something. This could literally be a drug, something that is expensive, and the cards are really stuck together. So nothing but pentacles. Wow. So somebody's dealing with a habit. This could be habit in the form of a relationship, but it doesn't really feel like it. What it does feel like, I'm getting the sense of the word handler. Um, it feels like someone with an addiction and someone who's there to supply. Not saying who's what and who's where, but this could be an earth sign. It starts with pentacles. You have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Second sense I get from looking at the cards, someone who might have fed into an addictive desire. This could be a narcissist type person, a user, a abusive minded person, just not a good person. Someone who is good at devaluing another person. Well, if you're dealing with or had someone like that in the past, someone that you, it really does feel like somebody going backwards. This feels like, okay, it's one of two things. It's somebody with a habit and somebody nearby to feed the habit. And they're doing that to hold on to someone for control. They make these offers, they work hard to make sure they're on top of someone's losses. This can be like an energy of someone who's making sure that money or I hear the word vice. This is someone who has someone too close who's feeding a vice. And they're doing it to stop someone from going forward, doing it to keep someone where they want them. So they have these offers. They'll go get what you need. They come back. It's feeding, supply, supply and demand. And at the end, it's just this double cycle. And what I don't like at the beginning with the Six of Pentacles, it feels like someone holding on to someone's secrets too while feeding it. Like, I'll supply and you don't have to worry about me saying anything because I'm right here. And, oh gosh. Okay, so message coming out of that is beyond be aware. It's beyond that. So much reverse data. So whoever this was for, it's definitely not good. That's putting it nicely. It's having somebody so close that they can bring disaster. There's something that is being delayed or hidden in the delay. Hmm. I suppose it's an opportunity to just wake up. It's like flashes of awareness. It's an opportunity to wake the fuck up and realize somebody is keeping another person down by feeding their greed. That's heavy. Let's clarify the mind of the one who is feeding the need. And I'm reading for this one, feeding the one who was feeding the need. Get hidden choices here, right? But they're not hidden because that card is in reverse, so it's choices one makes when they're aware. Someone choosing the desire over the higher self. Giving power to someone else for pleasure. Mm. So sudden awareness comes with this. A sudden awakening. 5 comes back again. This is someone who could become violent. Ugh. What a stalking. Wow. Okay, if anybody's dealing with this data, you have poison in your environment, to say the least. The one feeding the need, feeding the greed, going along with your habits, supplying or helping with it. They're stalking. It's someone with a plan. Something about ruining you that it's a plan. They may be causing delays behind your back, and it's a repeated test. So this could be dealing with someone in your space or in your life. It's poison, and you know it. If I had to put a scenario to this, it would be like being a rock star and having a personal assistant or something. And the assistant hates your guts secretly. So they've got this plan. And a part of the plan includes supply, creating a demand. The words I'm hearing now is nuclear fallout. Whoever the person is, they've had plenty of time to study their target. They know what you do or don't do. Oh my gosh. It's someone who knows a lot. It's someone that may have been a helper, a partner, someone who became a counselor, listening to too much, supplying a certain amount of attention, protection. At least it feels like it. Okay, so there's two. Okay, so not some. This feels like one person's data. Whoever is dealing with this close one, that is of assistance, the helper, the really supportive partner, like in all the wrong shit. Um, they're about to turn if they haven't begun already. And when I say turn, I mean whatever the vengeful plan is. Feels like the first stage of that plan is pulling back. They're withdrawing. They're um, going into like a little bit of a bubble. They're not maybe as conversational anymore. A little bit sad. It feels like an opportunity to really conversate with that person. If whoever's dated this is, somebody feels slighted for some reason or another. If it has to do with money, somebody feels like they're not as appreciated, or I feel ego. I don't know if it's justified, but someone has a loner in too close, and the loner wants sympathy. The loner wants better, balanced conversation that goes in more than one direction. If this is celebrity energy, you may have an assistant that's about to turn on you or is already doing that shit. There is a plan at play. Now, so there'll be some, I don't know if it can be stopped. Maybe it's just be aware. Somebody has someone, an assistant type, or a very supportive partner that y'all ain't a lot of passion going on. So it really feels like helper energy. Can be someone who feels like they've been reduced to a helper. They have some data, and they are tired of overthinking it, because there might have been a time when they were supportive, truly obsessive, even. There could have been an obsession that was required to function within the situation. Well, that's changed. It is about to. Uh, Someone is confirming the dark secrets of another. Hello, Abraham. Every time, I hope this doesn't go wrong. Hold on. Okay. I can see the camera shaking. Okay. False person at the bottom of the deck. Wow. So be very mindful of the assistant in your space, the helper. Fraudulent being can be somebody who's just. Now I hear, I want money. Lord, angel advice, let me. Ooh. So, okay, if you're dealing with the bad helper, you have been distracted long enough. Guides want you to get focused, pay attention. Something happens that sparks that, sudden awareness. I also feel like if it hasn't happened already, you may have had someone try to point it out to you that something was going on, or feels like having some type of advanced knowledge of, the question mark, questioning the helper. But I'm hearing benefit of the doubt. That doesn't always work, now does it? So for some of you, if you don't, I don't even know if there's a way, it's just maybe an awareness. There is a lesson coming. The lack of focus to the cycles, or overlooking or being aware of, paying more attention to, or it's a lesson about who to trust. I mean, this can't trust everybody. You will come out of this data. You will come out of it. It's a lesson learned. It's an opportunity to sober up a little bit if that's what's going on. It's about not having, ooh-wee. It's business, man. It feels like a very unfortunate downside of popularity, fame, public awareness of some sort. The perception can be poisonous, and the edge of what I heard is super fan, somebody who's just really like. So what I just heard is idolatry is a beast. Real talk. It's a lesson. It's an unfortunate one. But it does feel like a part of the path, because, yeah. And this was in the first, it just twos all over. So it is learning of tightening up on their relationships. And having the courage to remove bad data from your space. There's gonna be a little conflict. And it's gonna sharpen you up. So discipline comes out of it, progress comes out of it. Um, Try to move differently if you need help or just looking for a partner that is of a certain behavior. It comes with a certain way of thinking. So this is a learning experience that is going to require change. Like out with the old and with the new kind of change. Cutting someone off. And so it feels like the perfect drug has to do with not just drugs, but not drugs or laziness. Trusting without really looking over the shoulder to make sure people are doing what they say. It's the comfort, trusting someone's word that they got your back type of shit. And they're getting ready to use it against you. Use the comforts and closeness and awareness against you, which is ridiculous. So just be aware of that. Let's go with over it. Thank you, Ibrahim. I'm not wearing makeup though. Here's my makeup. All right, let's go into over it. What I heard is congratulations. The word that keeps coming is cranium. I don't even know what the fuck that has to. What? Okay, let's just. Cranium? Has someone gotten out of their head? I need a theme card for this. Let's just go with it. Clarify. Okay, well, that was. Or does it go that way? I'm not sure which direction. Playing games and love. Clarifying over it. So the cards are like, bitch, we said what we said. Yeah. Okay, let's. All right, I can take the hint. So let's clarify how you're feeling at this time. If you're over it. Now, ooh, luxury. Luxury. Ooh. I hear Diana Ross. Sweetest hangover. If you've never heard the song, please indulge yourself. You have cheated yourself this lifetime. You have denied yourself, is what I'm saying. Don't be ridiculous. Ibrahim, what holy water do I drink? I would insert a dirty joke right there. It's what holy water do I drink? Well, I like to, I like, um, I do actually like a certain kind of water. That is the thing with me. But my first thought was that I'm open to most types of water as long as it's closer to 8 or 9 inches. Anyways, prefer it heavily tatted. Anyways, moving out of that data, Ibrahim, back to the reading. Okay, playing games, love, over it. How you feeling? So, it's the crossover, moving beyond feelings, moving beyond illusions. Some of you have just decided you're over. Now, when I say over here, it can be over with an extra side of logic. And I get the double six going on here. Some of you are having success with work. Could be new businesses, new situations. Can be your money's good. Now, if this is love, some of you are moving in love with no motherfucking feelings. Id-gaff is what I like to call it. Id-gaff. I don't give a fuck. Now, id-gaff can be very sticky. You can get it all over people's faces and their feelings. You want to be mindful of that because it feels like logic, but logic can easily dry up, get all crusty, and then it can become ego. Ooh, you gotta flick it off, right? Gets in your eye, turns your eye red. You don't want that, right? That could be poison later, right? Because this card has the ability to flip. And when I say flip, it can really go from logic, like, okay, I don't give a fuck. I'm defending myself. I'm not taking no bullshit. Um, when Mr. Wrong or Mrs. Wrong comes back through, it feels like, okay, the first few steps or the first responses are coming from a place of logic. Now, be careful because it can turn to ego. It can turn into ego. Clarify, playing games. Okay, and then we come into some secret knowledge. It's an opportunity for that. And in the secret knowledge, I'm going to lower my voice here. The secret knowledge is about you. Not about anybody else, not about the past, energies. It's the self. It's about the self. It's getting that moment of clarity, or not even a moment, it's longer than that. It's maturity, it's evolution. It's understanding who you function with, how you function. Selfish people. It's understanding that just because others are fucked up don't mean that you gotta be. That is if you don't choose the crusty ego route. It's security. It's focusing on your money. It's focusing on success, your wealth. It's no longer embracing the games that furniture plays. For some of you, it's accepting it's accepting that one that you may have thought was worthy of your love. It's accepting it. I don't want to say it's discovering, because you're over it. You're already over it. You have taken that 1999 wooden bar stool. It wasn't no good anyway. It was tilted over. You took it, you pushed it out to the curb. And look, ooh, would you looky? Tomorrow's trash day. So it's another bit of data. I hope this is not correct, but if it is, so be it. Some of you might be okay with the furniture. You might be so okay with it, be careful of the crusty ego response. Some of you have more than one option coming in. More than one option trying to get your fucking attention. But you already know, bitch. I do feel point and giggle ego here. It's an opportunity for it. So I'm not going to tell you not to do it because fuck that. Some of this is poison data coming back. This is poisonous IKEA furniture. It's coming back. And it doesn't even have the leftover screws. What? Really? Okay. That furniture was hiding out like when trash day came the first time. The bar stool took off. It ran, right? So it was hiding behind other dumpsters, right? So when it saw, it thought that it was cool to come back through, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't know you was a little ahead of the game, right? You was kind of over it, like, oh, you didn't understand when I scooted you out to the curb that shit was done. You missed that part, right? Okay, it happens. I don't know. I don't think everybody came here to teach, right? So if Captain Obvious didn't get the memo, right? Not your bad. Not your bad. But y'all, listen. I hear the word wicked. Ooh, I hear Def Leopard. Who's going with that data? You're bringing on the heartache. Can't you see? I don't like this data anymore. This is annoying. This is annoying. Okay, how do you? Okay. Some of y'all are giving back what you got in before. You might be okay. Rando, Little Nas pops into my head. I don't even listen to that young man's music, but I know who he is. I know who he is. Okay, okay. Little Nas. Okay, okay. Some of y'all might be okay. You may be expressing what you're giving it back. I don't know if that's a healthy thing to do. If you're going to do, but who the fuck am I? Let me get out of that. I just don't think it's a. I don't. It's okay. It's like the. Just giving a rando example. It's like the woman who takes back her partner, right? You take your man back, right? And he cheated. Like not kind of cheated, but like cheated. But it's my story. So let's just say they banged everybody on the block, every house, every apartment building. They hit them all with a wiffle ball bat. You take them back, right? You took them back. But you didn't take them back for love. You took them back because you have plans to torture them. So be mindful. Be mindful of staying peaceful even after the war has ended. You can try. It's great to practice. It's a nice thing to practice. Jack Brown. Don't write anything corny or I'll block you. Best thing to do is just enjoy. All right. And welcome to the chat, nonetheless. So I'm not going to tell you guys not to. I just don't know if it's good to swim in the energy, okay? Yes, the force is with you. Yes. It doesn't mean you have to play the game in return. It's cruel, but it's not like it wasn't done to you. But hurt people hurting people. Pay attention. You have an opportunity to not. I'll stop there with the word not. You have an opportunity to just not. Okay. Universal messages. This is for the collective. Timeless. So at the bottom of the deck, feels like victory for some. I just heard somebody says you should change, you have to change your diaper. Is this a parent thing? Somebody needs to change a diaper. Okay, that's wow. Okay. Damn, just change on change on change. You changed. Collective. There's some changing on change. There's some change on change on change on change. Some of y'all are picking new groups. It's now I hear, I don't know where this is coming from. New Edition. It's like New Edition, the music group, changing out the lead singer for someone else. Your choice. Some of you are a challenge to others. Some of you are a human walking challenge to someone who doesn't understand that. They don't get it. And yeah, because they're so used to you chasing. They're so used to being able to alter your space. This could be someone who was violent at once or had the ability to be violent. They don't expect growth from you, collective. Mm. Some of you are dealing with someone who expects your unconditional love. But they're really, it's a two-faced energy anyway. And It doesn't feel like faithful energy. It feels like the energy of someone with options, egotistical options. But they're even more egotistical. And they can't understand why you aren't acting like all the others. Are you nuts? What's wrong with you? Don't you want to participate in the illusion? What? Aren't you going to sit in one spot and wait? Aren't you going to wait for mm, Aren't you going to wait for glorified furniture to show back up at your doorstep? Collective, if you're over this ant hill, let me be the first to golf clap for you. Now, this is lottery winnings. It is a little bit of a lottery. I'm not going to tell you, like, but if, okay, just feels like I'm the wrong one to give this advice here. But I'm a student. So look, I can tell you, it's kinder to just experience the return of, wow, I just heard return of the Mac. The return of the playalistic energy. Southern playalistic, Cadillac funky music. The players, if you choose it, you better make sure you're gonna use it. I don't know where that's going, but I hear it. Don't take advantage. Some of you just ain't gonna listen to that data. Some of you are out in one ear and out the other. I hear Teddy Pendergrass now. So some of you are gonna play the game. Some of you are going to let that energy return. Must have been good, whatever. Some of y'all are letting that energy return. I do get the sense of an opportunity to observe. And that could be the winnings in this situation. Understanding that everyone isn't gifted with common sense and everybody doesn't know what the fuck a diamond looks like when they first see it. Hello. This is information you knew a lifetime ago. And now the math works. At least it works for you. Guides, all my angel guides, this is data that works for you. Common sense is not common. Don't expect it from everybody, is what I'm saying. Even the one that returns. Because I think you're going to see this time around different. You'll hear the conceit. You'll hear the selfishness. You'll have that sacred data for sure. I don't, whoever is experiencing that, it feels like listening quietly, absorbing information. Listening to somebody just verbal diarrhea bullshit. Some of you are going to discover, unearth is the what? Unearth? It's unearthing, realizing. It's being able to put a value or assign a value to someone, the one who returned. Some of you gave your best. Wow. James Ingram. Some of you gave your best, but your best wasn't good enough. And here you are, right back where you was before. I'll let you finish that song. Wow. Angel advice for that. Oh, your grace. Sacred self. 33 is a big thing going on right here, right? It's knowing the secrets of the others, knowing secrets of self. It's higher learning. Legit. It's higher learning. Higher vision. For some of you, it's an orgasmic vision. It may not be necessarily doing it, but it could be looking at somebody like, not interested. Not going through all that for what? Some of you are just seeing differently and protecting yourselves for it. You are, wow, because you're not like the others. Therefore, you are ready to graduate it. Go into the next step, next experience, next lesson. You have unpaused the music player of life. You have realized where the pause button is and where it's always been within you. You guys want you to focus on what you want. New cycle. This is, wow. New cycle of self. New cycle of changing what you desire. For some of you, it's not accepting the destructive energies trying to come back. And it sucks. It's stupid because it's like conflicted energies. Some of you are listening to people talking about plans for stuff. You already know what the dealio is. Golf clap for y'all again. Not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Ah. Realization is here, the knowing. Some of y'all are really on your psychic game. Also, bravo. And it is correction of self. I love it. That's beautiful. All right. So stay mindful, content. Be mindful and happy. The place of gratitude. Ben took the test, turned the page, closed the book, went outside, got some fresh air. Bravo. So the choice of change is yours. You get the experience out of conflict. You learn from the conflict. You've taken lessons from the chaos of the others too. Some of you are avoiding somebody coming back from a place of revenge, jealousy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. For those of you who do have that energy returning, that there is a test there, and it's about stopping them. Stopping those energies from returning, coming back in. So you get this chance to really show off your skills to the universe and to the energies who contradict themselves, the unfocused ones. Ooh, some of you will have to block those energies. This is good. This is good. And they don't expect it. I like it. You're realizing the differences between yourself and the others. Very loose air quote on that. Again, at the bottom of the deck, moving on. That is beautiful. Golf clap for y'all who are making it through. Higher learning with high levels of intelligence. So that's good. For the week ahead, what do you need to be aware of? For the week ahead, releasing those umbrella thoughts. It's a process of unlearning old ways of thinking and realizing the God within self, the source. That's deep. That's deep right there. So you're seeing things for what they really are. A lot of things, this can be hearing news stories with stuff you never thought or you thought was one way and it isn't. Stuff that, okay, now let's just clarify that. Damn. I don't even know how to, okay. So we have the umbrella thinking, realizing the God or the higher self. Clarifying that umbrella thought feels like some type of, and yes, Ibrahim, it feels like one of y'all or everybody, I don't fucking know. Something comes to an end. Somebody's going to hear about this, and this is collective. This could be all of us, because this feels like news. Oh, some type of data, automated data, or something. Something, an end is proposed. Something about programming. Divine vision. and judgment. Oh my God. You get Two of Cups in reverse. Hold on. You get Two of Cups in reverse, no less. This is some hater data. It's like finding out the truth, some type of medical truth, or the end of choice, the end of an option. Oh goodness, the end of choice, end of an option. Something that we're going to be hearing about, some type of medical truth being revealed. Something that was hidden. Alterations. Alterations in the code. I hear the word genome. Genome. That's a lot. So the group I hear now is rock group Alice in Chains. The song that comes through right now is, it's the title of the song is called Heaven Beside You. The chorus part that I hear is, it says, like the coldest winter chill, heaven beside you, hell within. I sense regret, loss. I'm going to come out of that data. If I feel inclined to go further in that for the collective, I'll do it tomorrow. But this feels like what I just heard is pulling the wool over your eyes. So, I don't even want to go any further in that data. It must be very high anxiety because I'm getting like a lot of pain in my stomach. Normally, like, I ain't hungry, I eat. I've eaten. It feels very tense. Upsetting. It's someone going back on their word or making things look a certain way, but it's not. That's. I'll try to do a reading tomorrow for this. This feels very heavy. I hope I forget that I read that. Please, get that data off me. Thank you for the super chat, Ibrahim. Put your question in. Oh my goodness. Whew. Now I hear Tupac, keep your head up. I don't know what this fucking dude is. That's nutty. Keep your head up. Whatever that is. Thank you for the super chat. Hello, Cloverfield. Thank you too. Thank you for the super chat. He got us in the house. Sorry, y'all. You wanna ask out? Aaron, okay. Thank you. That is completely pimp slapping me right back into. Okay. Mm, that's good. Okay. We good. Okay. I don't know how 3 people feel about you, but let's just go with a general consensus. 3 is kind of heavy. Let's see. Ooh, Lord. You can give me names. Oh, you don't type their names. Type type a number that represents each one. How about that? Don't write names. Don't write their names. All right. Don't write names. I don't want their names. Okay, let's see how L. Give me a number for that person you just named. Give them a number. Like one number for each one. 20. All right. Why is it going? Oh, okay. 20. Fair enough. How does 20 feel? What does 20 think of? All right, just to tell you, it's a little bit of a cruelty thing. It's ego. It could be money focused, thirsty. They like their pleasure. It's a little bit of a neediness malfunction going on here, though. So that is a little bit of a challenge. They may be an obstacle, or oh, okay. Why does that come out twice like that? This person, that person. There's a lot of lying going on here. Somebody who doesn't follow through, or promises that fail. So they love their pleasure. If you want, this is an energy of someone who does better when they're being praised. But they enjoy the illusion. They love illusion because of their insecurities. And they may let's see. Yeah, they like the way it looks. They like the way things look to others. I care too much about that. It is the energy of someone who will try anything or they believe that you will. It's very sex based here. This is very sex based. Overall thought, you. So, overall thought process is obsession. Overall thought process of that person regarding you. They want to stop obsessing, or they want you to stop obsessing. Somebody's obsessing. I hear SWV. Can't explain why your loving makes me weak. I get so weak in the knees. That is dirty. That's dirty. Okay, moving on from that data. So someone should make a choice. There's that opportunity to do so. In judgment, it can be karma. Karma that comes with being weak. Suffering that comes with being weak. I hear another song. Oh my God, that is ancient. Who sang that? The word I get is Micah. Mika. The song I hear is ancient. You are my one temptation. You are the one that I'm addicted to. And there's a smothering energy. Nurturing to a major fault. It can be someone who acts as a bit of a facilitator sometimes. Party, something. I don't fucking know. Let me get out of that. So what's your next number? 20. You got 11. Oops. How does 11 feel? How does 11 feel about Ibrahim? Slipknot? Slipknot. I think that's a music group. Anyways, moving on. How does 11 feel about Ibrahim? Quiet Storm comes out in reverse. Somebody may think that you have multiple partners. Somebody may think that you're a quiet storm of some sort. False person. Someone may think that you might be fraudulent, a liar. Someone may think that you're petty. Could be going in both directions. I should probably make that more general, but okay, let's try making that more general. That sounds bad. Hello, everyone. Someone thinks that someone is a quiet hurricane waiting to happen. Someone thinks that someone has a lot of options. Is that generic enough? Someone thinks someone might be a whole liar and cheater. Someone thinks that someone doesn't want to grow up. Or, like, petty. Someone thinks that another person's run out of value. Now I hear air supply. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. What nut job is this? Ibrahim. I think 11's a nut job. 11 might be a nut job. I don't know. It's an energy of someone whose thoughts, become their emotions, and then the emotions become the behavior, and that's what they do. They make stuff up in their head already, and that's what they go with. They want. It's like wanting a good love connection, but there's this power dynamic going on inside of themselves that is a little bit of a hurricane, whoever this is. And it's someone who doubts themselves. I don't know why. Eleven feels like an energy of someone who, like, you ever get around one of those people, and like every other statement out of their fucking mouth is something putting themselves down. Oh, I was going in my car to the store, and I got all the way there, and I forgot my wallet, and I'm such a fucking idiot all the time. I mean, like, every time I get up, I'm just a fucking moron. I walk into walls, and da 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 da, and you're just like, do you ever say anything happy? Come on, bro. What is this? It feels like that. Somebody's doing that. And perhaps it's done because on the low low, somebody's seeking a little bit of good stuff, good vibrations. 11 has challenge with 11 has challenges with rebounds, or is in the midst of a challenge with a rebound, someone that they've played with before. So, Ibrahim, you are spying intentionally, right? Trying to figure out what's going on. The person you're asking about could be spying too. So make sure you keep your intuition switch turned on. Intention towards Ibrahim. Well, I don't see anything like forever with this. I think someone's in their feelings. I think they'd like to party with you. I think there's a desire for collaboration, but it's minimal output furniture. It's furniture level output, feels like. Ooh. That's here more than once. Hold on. So you get false person. Twice. Let's see. Get one. Get your one there. And so your ones are there. All right, and let's look at 24. 24. This is weird music. What is this? Feed my Frankenstein. I hear rock music. What is this? It's old, sounds like. Feed what? Is that Alice Cooper? Or something? Mm. Okay, how does 24 feel about Abraham? Mm. There's some type of fear with 24. Fear about connections. Maybe blocking or holding back because of who you're connected to. It's power and prejudice. It's someone who doesn't know how to handle a certain situation. Not necessarily. It's a new thing. Or they're treating it like it's a beginner experience. Uh, 24 may be trying to control their energy. Control their connections. 32. So they have choices, they have options. They may be dealing with that also. And then creating things that are logical. Okay, how do they? 24 is a picky individual. Uh, very in their head. What is their intention towards Abraham? Intention towards you. The want, the desire. Coming your way, wanting to come your way with energy. Wanting to, being afraid to come back or um, apprehensive about approaching you. Something is required bigger balls. That's what I heard. Something, sorry. Something required bigger balls. Nonetheless, it is someone who really wants to get close, but um, maybe you have them in a holding pattern of some sort. But there is one. All I can say again, it comes out twice. I don't know if your duty is to build up people's ego or anything, but I don't know. Sounds like therapy data. Sounds like 24 might, Ibrahim, 24 might need a little couch time therapy. Feels like some childhood scatteredness. Mm. Mm. Hope that was helpful, Ibrahim. Wow. Any further advice is self-care. Choose it. Uh, or, wow. So I get the ones, 6, and 1. Could your 11 be it? Or, it's like, that's interesting. Maybe it's time for a special kind of lesson. I don't know, but just be aware looks like 11 wants to come back or start something new. So, mindful of that. All right. Looks like there's divine intervention in that energy with the one that's numbered 11. Okay. All right, you guys. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful, Abraham. I do want to, just worth mentioning, certain readings, I've noticed they make me sleepy, and I'm not sleepy. And I'm starting to wonder if those readings have to do with fixed energy data. It's weird. But I'm just making notes of these things. How was my day? My day is chill. How was yours? I could bitch and complain, but there's nothing I can do about it, so why bother? Ibrahim, male energy and reads. You didn't, or are you talking about making me tired? I don't know if that's it. I don't think so. Male energy doesn't necessarily have to be static energy. Draining energies. That's something else to consider. How could energy that's doing the exact same thing be draining? You would think it'd be the anyways. That'll help. And Ibrahim, I love reading the male readings. I think that's so helpful, especially considering all of the male sponsored and enjoyed data on platforms like these. It's interesting. And I'd like to read for more guys. Y'all ain't, women aren't the only ones with relationship issues. Fixed energies are unstable people. That could be it too. I don't know if that's it. I don't know what it is. I'm just taking notice of it. I don't know. I'm just taking notice. Certain energies just interesting though. Very interesting. And then as soon as the reading's over, I can feel my energy coming back in, which is trippy. What's my rising sign? Dollar. Oh, is you looking for some of that zodiac shit? Let me show you my impression of the zodiac stuff. No, I better not. I'm an ass. Okay, so Ibrahim, I'm a remote viewer first. First, I'm a remote viewer. So in remote viewing, you work with numbers. Numbers don't mean shit. It's just to keep track of targets, technically. And I look at places, people, events. So I'm a student now of looking at feelings. And boy, are my arms tired. Remote viewing targets don't take energy. To me, they don't. It's you either connect or you don't. I saw this object or I didn't see it. It's meat and potatoes. That is all. But applying remote viewing to look at your feelings, holy shit. Holy shit. Ugh. It's like, what is it like, man? It's like, it's walking through soup, the thickest soup, the foggiest fog, walking backwards, butt naked through a cornfield. Just saying I'm learning. But if you want to know rising sign and all that stuff, child, I don't know. I don't look at that data. But if you're trying to be nosy and apply that stuff to my data, I could tell you my birthday is on the 27th. I'll be 99. I'll be ancient. And I love it. I think if the world hasn't ended by 2022, I'm going to be a sugar mommy. I'm just going to be a sugar mommy. That was part of my old lady plan, so getting close to 50. I don't want to do it on the 50th. I want to be like at cruising altitude. What the frick are you writing, Jennifer? What? Jennifer, I just see where you start off about she says that people who are used to consuming are in illusions and do not want to leave the comfortable world of their illusions. What the fuck are you talking about? Please clarify that shit. What? Their twisted worldview due to perversions that they eat people from a distance. What? What are you talking about? Jennifer. Stop writing crazy shit into the chat. Clarify that shit in simple text, please. Who is who is eating people from a distance? What are you talking about? What? This is getting weird. What? Jennifer. Okay, so who's the energy vampire? Are you just talking about the reading? Are you talking about the reading? Please clarify. And yes, Ibrahim, sugar mama. Excuse me. What are you talking about? All right, I'm just going to assume that Jennifer is talking about the reading. Ibrahim. In 2025? All right, well, I don't think we have that kind of time, so you better get to work. I don't know if we gonna have that kind of time. Jennifer, you're on one tonight, aren't you? I'm eternal. I don't know about all that. Sounds nice though, thank you. But in my dreams, in my old lady dreams, I'm a very happy sugar mommy. Ah, see, the minute they stopped making sure that we had parents who were responsible and gave a fuck and all that stuff, when that stuff changed, so did love. So people like things. Even Jennifer, what you going through over there? You alright? You alright, Jennifer? Cause you just Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that chaos rolling. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Who pissed in your Wheaties? Tell us about it. Cause you typing like you need a hug. Or Jesus. Which one? And I ain't religious, but you sound like you need Jesus right now. Whatever it is, you're gonna be alright, I promise. Unless, let's see. Mm. Let's see what's going on. Jennifer, are you spellcasting in my chat or what? Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about or why you had to take a smoke break. Word. I think I need a smoke break too right now, Ibrahim. And not the cigar kind either. Hello. What are you doing? You're in a mood today? What's going on? What's going on? Who pissed in your Wheaties? Sound like you're going crazier than a dog in a hubcap factory. And you're concerned about the others. Way too fucking much. What's going on? Tangled ego. Tangled web. Dealing with somebody who can only tell half a truth. And then debate about which part is true. Or is it you? Damn. Okay, look. Lying, egotistical, holding on to the lie, aka going down with the Titanic. This ship isn't sinking, but what about the iceberg? It's not going down. Stay here. Somebody not being honest. Somebody telling a half truth. You're in the park and it's raining. Ah, so, okay. Rain can be good. Rain can be good. But what are you focused on, though? Is she melting in the rain? I don't know. But it feels like some struggle. I get mouthy, but I see you doing that. dealing with harsh people or harsh words, somebody taking something back. Oh, Jennifer, you'll be all right. The quiet one. The one who gives everything. Um, give your all. The partner pleaser, the pleaser, who may and probably oftentimes gets knocked out of balance. Ugh. Well, my dear, if you're struggling with yourself, you're struggling with some unknown stuff. You're struggling because you bottle up your emotions. You need an outlet for them. Anxiety. So you might need someone in your space, like maybe if not a person, maybe a pet, a dog, cute little doggy. Just someplace for you to put your love at while you are working it out with the humans. Something to consider. I don't know if you have a pet, but there is a process of self that needs regulation. There's a thought process that you have to stop. And if you can't stop it on your own, you need to talk to somebody because it's about the processing, the regulating the way you think, regulating what influences you. Because, yeah, boy, your heart will get you in trouble. And then your head has to suffer the blunt force hit. So, if you can't work yourself out of this energy, let someone help you. Seriously. If you you want to work yourself out of this energy without talking to anybody, you need a distraction you can pour your love into that will give it back to you. That will give it back to you without question. And I always recommend a pet or something artistic you can pour yourself into, but a cute doggy. If you have the time for it, or you can even foster pets and have them around temporarily too. So there are situations where you don't even have to keep them permanently. You can volunteer and work around them. I don't know why I'm getting such strong pet energy with you. Yeah, because it's the moody thing, right? Very critical way of thinking. And that's got to stop. It's the lonely boredom. That's all. If you can work around that or figure out how to eliminate that, like no time just like, okay, you're sitting in the park, sure, but what are you doing? You should be walking a pet. You should be um, doing something. If you had a pet, if you had a dog, you'd have to walk it. Yeah. But you have to pour, if you want to try, I can't say you will for sure, but if you want to work yourself out of that kind of energy, You have to fill your day up with loving distraction. Loving distraction. If you don't have time for a dog, a cat can be just as loving. I don't know if it's cool to walk a cat. I've never seen a cat on a leash, so I don't know how that works. But, a dog you can take places, get a cute little dog. I don't know, a rabbit or something. But you need an energy you can pour your love into. Get a cute little dog, dress it up. And listen, and that can absorb your entire every minute of free time you have can be absorbed with a cute pet or two. And a hobby, a deep thinking hobby, like writing or painting. So, I don't know, Jennifer. Good luck with that. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. And hello, Serenity Breeze. Why Ben? Or is it Eben? Why Ben? Eben, are you still there? Okay. Quiet. And y'all are all up extra late. Nobody's getting any sleep, huh? I definitely am going to try to get some tonight. Nope. Why Ben? Eben. Okay. Done. Yeah, there. I don't know if Ibrahim left. You're waiting for the blood moon. Okay. Do you meditate or anything like that during the blood moon? I don't know. I see the moon and I just want to take pictures of it. Yes, and celebrate your blessings that are coming. Okay. Hmm. What? Is there supposed to be an eclipse? Really? Uh, well, let's see. Partial lunar eclipse, May 26th. Annular solar eclipse, June 10th. New moon, June 10th. June 20th is solstice. July 5th, aphelion. So there's supermoon tonight, well, Wednesday night, with a partial lunar eclipse. Then an annular solar eclipse June 10th. But it will only be visible outside of the US. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, all right. Maybe tomorrow I'll see if. Oh boy, I have to remember. I think I might need batteries. Wonder if that's enough time for me to get my telescope set up. I get some pretty twisted views. The moon looks pretty nutty from where I'm at. But I recall seeing the blood moon. Now that I'm looking at that, where you wrote. We'll see if I can get some pictures or something. Oh, you know what? Okay. Make a note of that. Mm, 26. All right. When I see it, I'll try to get some pics. You know what? It's funny too. I must have been warming up subconsciously for that some way or another. Because it's been a long time. Today I was outside in the middle of the heat, um, taking. Never mind. I'll just post it later. But shots of the sun. So I have solar lens for my cameras, so I can shoot directly at the sun. You can see like the heat from the sun, not the fire or anything. I haven't pulled out the telescope for that in ages, but you can see some pretty cool stuff. So, if you get good angles or you get the right angle when you're shooting at the sun, depending on how you cover your camera, you can see what I think are all the satellites flying around over the earth. Freaky as shit. Scary as shit. And they're flying by like, those things are going at like thousands of miles an hour. And a lot of them fly in pairs or in groups. It's twisted. Like, dude, I don't know if that shit's over my head. But sometimes I have to look. Sometimes I just have to look. So, I'll try to edit some of it and put it up. You guys can have a look. It's stuff yeah, I'll try to remember to put a warning. Because not everybody wants to know shit like that's flying over their head. And yes, there's always weirdness, especially when pointing a camera at the sun or the moon. I still think I've looked through it with my telescope, and I still say it looks like a door or like some opening or a spaceship entrance on the moon. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I don't care. I don't care. It looks like it. Ooh. Wait a minute. What? It's technically. Oh, it's tech all the time. We'll see. Oh, Serenity. I don't know about all that. If I if I can't get, yeah, I don't. We'll see if I can get everything set up. Getting the telescope set up is a lot, and I hadn't even thought about that. But I have it here. I can do it one or two ways, and that doesn't mean it's going to be a great picture. Who knows what? Who knows? There's nothing like if it's a really good shot, there may be clouds, and then I got nothing. But I will try it. So if I do catch something, I'll just let it play live, and you guys can have a look when you see it. Mm, interesting. Wonder what happens. I'm starting to think like, okay, what goes with the red moon? Wonder what events. Yeah, let's try it. All right, I'm gonna do a quick collective news. Things we're gonna hear about happening 48 hours, and then I'm done. It's ice cream time. 48 hours. Things we're going to hear about. First card. Moon. Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? So we're gonna hear about the moon. Some of us are gonna. I'm taking these cards just as I see them, not by any other definition. Some of us are going to be watching the sky. Yeah, sky watching and all that stuff. Um, I also hear something about news about fire. Doesn't feel like a house fire. Feels like hearing news about some other place not near you, but hearing news about a large, um, like forest fire or something. We're going to be hearing news about stolen things. Uh, this feels like news about voting. I'm gonna be hearing stories about someone in charge. Uh, okay. So we're gonna be hearing news about someone's Alliances is the word I'm getting. Alliance. Feels like starting to connect the dot type of news. Some of us are going to be hearing about news about WAR. It's fear mongering nonetheless. Somebody is coming out. We're going to hear news about someone coming out, famous, or famous to one of y'all. Somebody coming out. Perhaps used to be a man, now wants to be a woman. Leaving the old self behind. "48 hours. Collective." Observation. We're going to be hearing news about observation. Observation and the value. Observation and the value of bullshit. I keep hearing misappropriated funds. Some of you are going to be hearing a story about somebody who took what wasn't theirs to enrich themselves. And they've been hiding it. People are going to be talking about that. Oh, it's an older person. It's an older energy, someone famous or in charge. It feels like finding out somebody did something bad with money, but it was only to help themselves. Someone now, okay. I hear the song "People Make Me Promises, Promises." Damn. Gonna hear about a plan. I don't know if this is TV data or one of y'all's, maybe, I don't know. Maybe this is conversation heard at work or something. But what I'm getting is somebody talking a lot or saying the wrong things publicly. Like that's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. Feels like the energy of somebody who went into a partnership of some sort. And they're looking for the partner, like, okay, uh, waiting on you to make this right, getting old. And the partner has bailed. And while things are on fire and coming to an end, Lord, this feels like a headache. There is a knight, or I'm sorry, a king. King of Swords in reverse. Someone plotting, being malicious. Some of you are going to hear about, hear news of someone's life ending. This could be famous, forgotten, or celebrity you haven't heard of, or not heard of, but you haven't thought about them in a while. Like, oh man, I haven't even thought about that person, and oh, wait a minute, they're gone? 48 hours. Yeah, that person, whoever this is, the public hasn't really heard from them in a while. And what are they known for? So there were some hidden health elements, too much indulgence that others didn't know anything about, that they kept hidden. It was something that that person was fighting with. So it can be someone passing from something that they were fighting for a long time. They tried to choose differently, but that wasn't the case. They lost the challenge. And yes, Ashley, it's a collective. I'm done. Just wanted to know what collective things would we be hearing about news-wise. Not happening to you, but stuff you're going to hear about. 48 hours. So, you're also going to hear about people behind the scenes making decisions on who gets what. The big few making decisions for the massive, smaller, little. 48 hours, you're going to start seeing people who move sketchy as fuck. You're going to see something different. I also get the energy of hearing news about someone going missing who lives not far from one of y'all. Last seen with a questionable companion or something. And it was something that had been blocked in the past. In some kind of way. Not sure. But it is power grabbing someone, kidnapping. It is an aggressive behavior towards someone, or to somebody who can't take no for an answer. Be careful, ladies. This is 48 hours. And even though I know I said this was stuff we'll just be hearing about, still be careful. Some of you are going to hear news and wonder why the people who should be answering are not. So I see some people who are turning their backs. It's like a there I said it, you do what I say, not as I do energy. There are two people who have their back turned. One of them looks like they practically have the whole world in their hands, right? And the other travels by light, travels by darkness. Wow. All right. Stuff you're going to hear. Advice. Some of you need to stop fighting and move on. Some of you will be receiving those messages and getting prepared. Okay. Some of you have a vision or a dream that you need to get prepared. There's some type of inner knowing to do it. Right. Victory overcome. And choice. So you do have a choice. And what data you take in and let become a part of you as well as drive you. Right? All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. My name is Psi Divine. If you like this channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate all the time. I hope you guys have a wonderful, restful sleep. And if not, then clean something. I don't fucking know. You guys have a wonderful night. And remember, you are well. Goodbye. Good night, goddess. Good night, goddesses. I see y'all. Hey. I haven't ended it just yet, but ladies and gents, do get your rest. Don't forget some room temperature water before you go to sleep. Bye. Oh, I'll see you guys tomorrow.